everyone. Hi business owners. Hello everyone out there. Yes, so welcome to my YouTube channel, or as we love to call it, welcome to my business channel. Yes, so today, right? Today we'll be talking about the home office expenses, right? I mean, as we all know, due to the pandemic, due to COVID, we've all been working home. And now working home means that, you now had an office space at home. So now SARS does allow us to claim that office space that we used, right, on our income tax returns. But then now, what I do not want you to miss, right, is that this home office expense deduction, it's been there, right? It's not just, starting now due to the pandemic. So the thing is, on the 1st of July, right, 2021, SARS did make some amendments or modifications on their website with regards to this deduction. However, there are not so much, amendments or modifications done there. Everything's the same, really. It's just that now people are aware of this deduction because they've been working from home, right? So it's nothing new. Do not stress yourself. Don't celebrate yet, because the thing is, guys, it's very, very, very hard to get this deduction to be approved for this deduction, because there are many things that need to be verified, right? So now the thing is, there are certain things, right, that you need to meet before you can claim this deduction in terms of the office space that you used, right? So first thing that SARS is looking for, guys, in your deduction is the calculation. So they do have a formula for it, right? The formula, it's the home office space used, right? The square meters of the home office space utilized, and then you divide it by the total home space, right? And then that will give you total cost, né? But then now, before you can claim it, right, you can't claim an office space if you were working from a couch watching TV. That's not an office space, right? Or if you were working on a dining room, it's not an office space. Or if maybe you traveled to a restaurant for a certain time, you cannot claim that, right? So now, what SARS defines as an office space, it's a space where it's being utilized exclusively for employment purposes, right? Everything there, it's employment purposes, and there's no one utilizing it, right? Not even your kids going there to do homework or whatsoever. Do you understand? So it's just for you. And the office space, it's equipped, ne, for office use, right? Meaning that there's no TV, there's no radio or whatever. I'm not certain if they're taking that into consideration, but your office space that you're going to claim, that space, it should be fully equipped for work purposes, right? And that secondly, right, most of your duties, more than 50% of your duties should be performed in that office space, right? So let's say that maybe you were working from home this day, and the other day you were working from work. So maybe if in a week you were going to work for 3 days at your employment, right, at your office where you are employed, and then 2 days you worked from home, so that you won't be liable to claim. Do you understand? Because now most of your duties were performed from the office, not from your home office, right? So now SARS implies that more than 50% of your duties, right, should be performed at home for you to qualify for this, right? And that should be also verified, meaning that in terms of verification, I'm not certain what what SARS will ask for, but what I know is that also, getting a confirmation from your employer that, what you did, work from home this certain time, and those kind of things. But you need to be very, 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 very honest, right? Because if it'll be your first time claiming this deduction, so your income tax return will most likely be audited, right? Because now they need to see that, everything that you put on your income tax return, especially when it comes to this deduction, it's correct, right? So now we also know that we do have some of us who are working on a commission-based income, right? So now in terms of commission earners, also, sometimes maybe you go to work, sometimes you don't go to work, but also SARS still implies the same thing, whether going to work or not, and then whether you're earning commission or a salary or whatever, more than 50% of your duties should be performed at home for you to qualify, right? And then now, in terms of submitting your income tax return, right? It's easy, right? So once you've answered everything on your income tax return, right, there'll be an option where SARS will prompt you to just select yes or no, whether there are any deductions, right, that you want to include in your income tax return. So now, due to this home office expenses, you select yes, ne? And then once you've selected yes, it will then give you an option of other deductions, right? And then you select that, and then it will give you an option to also click or select home office expenses. Then it will prompt you to input the amount, right? So in terms of and then do not forget this, the code that you need to use for claiming this, it's 4028, right? 4028. That's the code that you need to use in order to claim the home office expenses, right? And now an example, right? Maybe some of you do not understand what I'm saying here. So let's say that you are paying rent, right, for your office, for your home, ne? And due to that, now a portion of your home is used for office, for your work purposes, right? So now that rent, it will need to be apportioned. Do you understand? So that's where this also the apportionment will come from, right? And but then it will be apportioned according to the square meters. So getting the right square meters of your home office, and also getting the right square meters of your home, it's very, 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 very crucial, right? And that's what SARS will verify. Okay, so now that's about it, really. It's not rocket science. But if you do not understand, then I will be very, very, very happy to assist. Just that I do not deal with individual tax returns. I mostly deal with companies, right? But if you do need assistance, then I will assist where I can. Okay, so just to wrap up, right? Home office expenses, you need to get the square meters, most important, right? And you can also include your stationery, internet used, and those kind of things, and repairs, the maintenance of the house, everything else, but then apportioned to the square meters of the home office space, right? And then also you need to make sure that you perform most of your duties in this office space, and also the office space was fully equipped, right? And you need to get supporting documents to verify this, right? SARS will not take, anything that you say. I mean, do you understand? So everything that you say, it needs to have a supporting document. So in terms of your total home space, your home space square meters, it can be your lease agreement. It does show the square meters of your apartment or house, right? It can be your bond agreement, those kind of things. Those can be used, right? And again, most importantly, your office space, right? Home office space, it should be at your primary residence, meaning that you can't claim from, if today you are at your primary residence and then next week you're visiting your boyfriend or your friend and then you work there, then you claim for it. No, it won't work like that. They will only consider your primary residence. Okay, so it's quite crucial to understand those kind of things. And if you are having problems in terms of the calculation, you can also contact me, guys. I'm available to assist, and yeah, and that's about it, guys. Hey, so yeah, that's about it. I was just looking at my notes here to see that I've covered everything. So yeah, that's about it. So I just hope you learned a thing or two, and yeah, I hope your deductions, guys, they get approved and verified. So and happy income tax returns day. Goodbye.